Recording. Yeah, I have recorded to you a lecture yesterday with the mail about the exception, which is available now in the YouTube, and I send you email about it. So I think it will be useful to you if we don't have time to talk about it. So already I covered there, but inshallah we'll have time. So what I'm going to do here now, let me go to start my application. Start my application, and then I mirror this into my screen. Where's my screen? Share the screen. There we go. Share. Okay. So this is now the application, which is I'm going to create application here. To talk about it. It's not important to talk about it in the application, but let us create application here. And the application would be console, go on, console application. Okay, next, and leave it with any name. Then I wanted to do not use the logo. Okay. So now we have this application. Okay, of course, the pizza, now it is complete. So I made the 3 videos for the pizza. You have them now. If you don't know where it is, please let me know. I gave you the link in the email, so you can go to it and listen to them, to the 3 of them very well. Understand there are a few important things, which are the uh, attributes or properties of a class, and the methods. The methods could be set and get. Don't make set and get for every property, just for the properties which I tell you about. For this set, do for this get, and you do them for them. Then you know how to use them. Then we talked about the constructor. The constructor usually is when you create the object, the constructor called, and the constructor, if you want to create it, it must be public. It has no return value and not even void, and it has the same name as the class. If it is pizza, it will be pizza. If it's score, score. So if it is student, student. Okay, then you can create as many constructors as you want, which is to initialize things. Let us do something here. I'm going to create a class here. Create a class, add the class, and the class, let me call it phone. Let me call it phone. Phone. Add it. Then this is the phone. Everything should be inside here. The phone maybe has properties like whatever, like phone number, string, number, phone number, phone number, better, and could be double price, and could be color or whatever. Okay, so these are 2 properties of that, and we can create methods as we want. How to create now constructor for this, for the phone? How to create object for the phone? It's simply, if you want to create object here, you go in the main, and you say what? Phone, call it whatever, my phone, equal to new phone. And this is a constructor, you see, because it has brackets here and called name. Where this is not defined, not defined. I don't need to define. It will be okay. Okay. Let me make set and get for the phone. So let me say how to do the set. Set usually public void as the set. Always void and set phone number. Phone number. And I want to set it now. What's the phone number? Is string. String phone number. And I cannot say phone number equal to phone number. I want to put this in here. So I say this phone number, which is the one here, equal to the phone number here. Phone number here. So now the phone number can be set. If I want to get it, it must be the get is public. And I want to get what? I want to get the phone, which is string. As you see, the phone is string here. String get phone number. And simply just I do this way, which is just return, simply return the phone number. Phone number, that's it. So I can have set and get now. Okay, I have now a phone. So I can set the value for the phone number. If I say my phone, how to set it? My phone dot set phone number and the text parameter, which is string, a number, any number here. That's it. This is how to set it. How to get it? Because the get return something is not call it like that. So it must be either I say let me say string number equal to get, which is get of what? Get of the phone, the name of the object dot get. Sorry, get for phone number. What was it? What is not phone? My phone, because that's the class. My phone dot get. See, phone number and techno parameter. That's that. So now I can do whatever in the number I print it, or I can print it directly. I say print and I get all this and put it inside here instead of the number. I don't need to put it into stage. So what happened now? If I run it, it will say to me just directly what's the value of the phone number. This is a repeat, not our subject. But I want to talk about something else in a minute. Okay, so this is the output. The output give me the phone number. Now we said there is this is a constructor. Where the constructor? Anybody has defined this constructor? No, because this by default. Every class has constructor by default. Empty constructor. This is, so I didn't define it here. I can define it if I want to define it. Constructor usually public, and no return, no void, and the name of the phone. So in this case, this is the same one as the one I am calling here. Here is nothing happened. Exactly, if you put it or not put it, same, because it's applied to me. But I can put something here, like let me set the price. I say price equal to 5,000. So the price is set. Okay. I can have get price. You have to write the constructor, and not this one, not the empty one. Write the constructor code, right? Yeah, this is not required at the moment unless you want to set up something here. But I'm going to create another constructor here. Another constructor. Can I? Public phone, same name, and I'm going to put another parameters. Let me set the number automatically here. String phone number or number phone number. يعني تشبه الست هي. فأنا شو يصير this phone number equal to phone number. Okay, you don't need to put this thing like that. Okay, so I can use this now to set up another number. So here, let me go and create another phone. Phone, your phone, for instance, your phone equal to new. I can use the phone, which is the one here, the constructor, but I'm going to use the new constructor. New constructor has what? Has phone number. You can pass it. So let me pass. This is the second number. 11111. This is the number. Okay. So I have now the second number. Can I print it? Yeah. CW. My your phone dot get phone number. I put it directly now. I just show you here. Usually we don't put it in two steps, but just to show you. It's possible to be done this way or this way. So I have this one. So now this is, I can say here, your phone number is plus, or you can put other things. And you have to put here. To see the difference here. Here, print your is plus my. So I called twice to print to me this. If I print now, it should give me my telephone number and your phone number. Give you that. Can I get the price? Can I get the price? You see here, your phone number is this, my phone number is this. Although I use different constructor. This constructor I use it, but if I don't set the phone number, it would be empty, zero or nothing. And here, this is set automatically. You see, and this I must set it this way, and this set automatically. Can I use it for setting both the phone? This is not important, but you have to put it here. As soon as you create a constructor, the empty constructor disappear. يعني حتى if I remove this, I cannot remove that or totally. على اساس انه موجود، هي ما موجوده. يعني الان ما موجود لانه since I have constructor, the constructor disappear. راح تصير هاي بيها مشكله. Not defined. Why? Because already I have another one. But if I don't have, it will supply to me automatically. Anyway, let us get another constructor. Public phone. In this case, I'm going to put both the price and this, which is string, not necessarily in sequence. Phone number, comma, double price. So I can set this dot phone number equal to phone number, and this dot price equal to price. Okay. I can put here, if I want to put the price, I want to make it default value or zero or whatever. This price equal to zero or something. Zero. Initially, and we don't have. You can put a price here as well if you want. So see, so mainly we have now, and this is not fine. So how can I call this one? I can call this one or not? I can call it, which is I'm going to create another object. How to create it? Phone, here phone, equal to new. Can you guess? New what? I can use three of them, either without or with number or with number and price. But I cannot have it with the price only because I don't have constructible. The here number then you want 22222. What price can you go to what? 4, 5. Now I can query for the phone. And if I have the gate for the price, I can get the price. Let me put gate for the price. Public price is double. Get price. You know what? The command? Simply return. With a get, always return. Okay? So I can print now the price of any of them. Let me print all of them. Let me say CW uh, my phone price. How to call it? How to call it? Plus my phone dot get price. Get price. If I want yours, and here your phone. Here I can put space because this text. And here phone, and just put here your, and here. Okay. I'm running. As you see here, we have my phone price 0 because I didn't set it. Your phone price 0, and here phone price is 4,000. Yeah. What if the set was empty? You don't need to put set empty. And why you have set empty? Keep it like that. It will be empty. So usually we don't have set as empty because you want to set something. I want to tell you, take this. I have to give you something. Why I say take this and don't give you anything? Okay, so anyway, so now these are the idea. You know about these. Generally, I'm not repeating, but what I want to emphasize here to say, like, it is possible to have different types of methods, not constructed now. Any method, not only the constructor. Now, can I create another phone like this? Public phone, can I or not? And put in this something else like price equal to 300,000. Can I or not? No. As you see, no. Why? Because it is called ambiguous. Ambiguous, yani you cannot recognize. How to call this? I call it with this one. How to call it? I call it with this one. So if I call it with just phone, like here, with just phone like this, so which one going to be called? This or this? So this is ambiguous. Although each one do something different, but it's ambiguous. Like, like, like if I have two Sarah and I say, hey Sarah, you don't know which Sarah I'm talking about here, Sarah 1 or Sarah 2. So that means it's ambiguous. Okay. Even if I tell her, yeah, Sarah tomorrow exam. Another Sarah, I say, hey Sarah, listen to me. So which Sarah I'm talking about? Okay. So these are called, since it is the same, the parameters are empty or the same parameter, it's ambiguous. I cannot do them. I want you to know what's the ambiguous here. Okay, can I do here like this? I'm going to just use the header. I'm going to use the header here. Okay, remove all everything here. Just the header. See, it is ambiguous because okay, is it if I change this to instead of phone number I say number? Does it make the difference? No, because it looks at the type. The type is string, regardless of what's the name of it. So that means this phone take one string. This phone take one string. So they are ambiguous. You cannot do them. Okay. How about if I say price and anything P. Sorry, price or P خلي نقول بس type mark double P. Is it ambiguous or not? No. Yeah. No, not the same. Yeah, not the same, which is called not ambiguous. Not ambiguous now. يعني if it is the same, ambiguous. It's not the same, not ambiguous. Ambiguous called ambiguous like that. Ambiguous like that. Yeah, like that. Ambiguous. So then this is not ambiguous because different in what? None of the methods they have the same name, but they don't have the same type. Yeah. The type here is nothing. The type here is string. The type here is double. The type is string and double. Okay, if it is two, it's different from one. This has string, but this has string and double. Now, if I create another one, and call it like that, it's ambiguous, of course, because even if I change this price to whatever, the names make no sense. And you look at the type. But if I say, okay, not necessarily with the constructor, not necessarily with the constructor. This is about the constructor, but let us have another method. Other methods. I'm going to take here a method like uh, um, public void display info or display, just display. This display, fine, no problem. Even if it is empty or whatever, it's fine. If I pick another one, and you see, this is ambiguous. So if I put int x, not ambiguous. If I put another one, and look at the type. So the type here int, the type is int, not possible. Don't look at the name of. But if I have int x, int y, this is not ambiguous because none of them has two int. Yeah. And now if I have here another one like this, and here if I swap this y and this is z, is it ambiguous or not? Ambiguous because int. But if it is double here, is it ambiguous or not? Not ambiguous because this has nothing. This has int. This int, double int. What about this one? This is ambiguous. Yeah, the order as well. We are coming to the order now. So if I put here, double here, good question. Double here is not ambiguous. See why? Because this is double int, this is int double. You see, so this is not ambiguous. يعني a program now, if I call the program, even if it is not the same order. Yes, why and why, but same type. Yeah, yeah. Look at the type. Don't look at the name. At the name, any name. Look at the type. This is no type. Int, int, double int double. Then, how to know if it is ambiguous or not? The non-ambiguous should be okay. All of them, of course, same name. That's okay. معروفة. Same name and different parameters in what? Different parameters in what? In in type or in number of parameters, type of parameters, and sequence of parameters. See, if apply, then it is not ambiguous. If they are different in the parameter, the number or type or sequence. If any breach any of these, it would be uh, ambiguous. Okay, got it? This is the idea of the why I need this, because I don't need to create one method for everything. Uh, so in reality, if you look at the uh, console dot right line. See the right line here? The right line here, it has many methods here, because how it is going to print when you put integer, it will print it to you. If it is string, it will print it to you. If it is double, it will print it to you. Okay, why? Because you have 18 type, 18 uh, uh, what we call overloaded methods. See, these are the 18 overloaded. كل واحدة تاخذ character، واحدة تاخذ array، واحدة تاخذ decimal، واحدة تاخذ double. لذلك you don't feel it. You put anything, double or whatever, convert it to automatic. See how many there are? So now, if I go to my display, okay, if I say, for instance, my phone dot display, and open this, you see I have 5. واحدة تاخذ integer، واحدة تاخذ double integer، واحدة تاخذ integer double، واحدة تاخذ integer. So you can use any of them, and the program, you don't need which one you are calling. Automatically it will recognize it, which is a beauty for that. So you can have one method function for several things. And if you, for instance, you want to have the area of rectangle, you need two things, which is the width and length. So if you pass 2, that give you the area of the rectangle. But if you pass 1, it give you the area of the square, for instance, because the square has the same. So you just triple it or whatever. And if you have integer and double, it would be different. Okay? So this is the advantage of having this is called methods over, make difference between overloading or overload. method overload. ما هي الميثود override؟ مين منكم يعرف الميثود override؟ write it to me. Just write to me example or whatever. Override. Have you used the word override somewhere? In your application, in your assignment? in your assignment, remember when we have the the toString and we put override to override the toString? Remember or not? That's very important. Very important. You should do it in the. Okay. Before I go to that one, let me show you one thing here. If this is not ambiguous with this one, okay. Now let me have the same one here, the same one. So it is ambiguous. What about if I put this double? The return is double. Is it going to be ambiguous or not? It is ambiguous. Why? Because we don't look at the return type. Don't look at the return type, whether it is void or double or string or whatever. Don't worry about it. Don't look at it at all for ambiguity. Okay? Look at the inside here. This is and double, that's ambiguous. خلاص. Regardless of it is double here or string here or whatever. So it doesn't matter. But this point, إذن الambiguity only for parameter here. The parameter type, number, and sequence. But the return, void or not, that's not an issue. It will not remove the ambiguity. Still ambiguous. It's still ambiguous with that one. Okay. We talked about that one. Now, if you remember or not, remember when we said here, if I say returns public, return string, and special method, this is toString like this, and it take nothing, and you can put anything you want here. If I say here, okay, to return that. If I say, for instance, string str equal to nothing, then str plus equal, you can say phone number equal to, just like that, plus phone number. Why didn't I put this or something? Because in the same class and in the phone. And str plus equal cost or phone cost plus equal price. And then at the end I say return. سويتوه ولا ما سويتوه بالهذا؟ This is the toString. toString is at the moment not special because not override. This is just a method, normal method. You could hear something like that. Splitter. And this \n. Let me call it. If I call it from here, I say print or not print. Yeah, because it's going to return. It's going to return. So CW going to return, and I'm going to my phone dot toString. It's called implicit call. But if I put it like, let me run it, or let me have all of them. This is my phone, where your phone. Oh, let me run it. it should print to me the data of all of them. يلا كمان. Okay, so here it's saying here, see this is the print. This is for my phone number with zero, phone number with zero. This is because we set the price for this, we didn't set the price for that. تمام. This is how to call it, but I'm repeating it. I'm just give you the information. Now this is normal method. If I make here, I put either here or here. I put over, right, not overload. You see, this is overload. This is override. If you put override هذه تحولت الآن إلى method already exists in the parent. يعني parent ended to string وinherited this. يعني مثل ما واحد يورث بيت من أبوه, and then you can change it. So usually the toString is empty, which is going inherited from the father or from the parent. Now, when I put override, means I am going to use the same one, but after I change it to what I like. So I change it to this. Now, what's the difference here? The difference between this and that, now I can call it explicitly. يعني explicitly يعني لازم تقوليها, خليها مثل ما عاد تقبلها. أو implicitly. I don't put this. It worked. Still works. Because automatically, implicitly, it will call it. Okay, implicitly. You should do that in the so this is explicitly, implicitly, explicitly. It doesn't matter. All of them, it worked the same way as I did. Okay. Here is the output, which is exactly the same as it is. Second one is the same as one. So whether it is explicitly or implicitly, it will call it automatically because it is one exists in the parent. So this is the subject about the ambiguity. So I wanted to recognize which one is ambiguous, which one is not. There are a few questions in chapter 8. I don't want you to cover all chapter 8, only the ambiguity. So there are a few multiple choice at the end. Look at them. They give you 2 or 3 methods and say, are they ambiguous or not? So I want you to know these. Now, I'm going to go into another topic here, which is, let me just remove all these almost. Okay. I don't want to, as empty, and empty. And I'm going to work here for a clean thing here, which is not related to the class, to the phone class. I'm going to make a simple application. I'm going to say, I want to read 2 numbers, which are CW, enter a number, then I want to enter the number, and this number will let us have integer, int, number 1 equal to convert to int, and here the rest of it. I'm going to repeat this to get another number. Number 2. And then I'm going to divide them. Int, integer division. Result equal to number 1 divided by number 2. Then I want to print the result. Result equal to You can put like that first. And I put $. Yeah, you can do it this way or that way. Okay, let us run it. Let's run it. It will prompt me to enter. Although I don't like this right line, it should be right. Okay, come down here. 10, 2, 25. Very simple. It worked. Let me put it here right. Okay, well, you know this. أبدا ما نعرف we have it now. I'm going to do now. Okay, you know, if I put the two numbers, it will work. But if I, by mistake, if I put the 10 here, then by mistake, I put A. What happened? It stopped here. This is called exception. Exception, يعني error. What's the exception here? التايب مالته انه format exception. expect من عندي number حتى تسوي له convert. وين صارت المشكله هنا بالconvert؟ لان try to convert A وال A هي not integer. That's make a problem. Stop. So if I have a program every time stop and make trouble to me, that's bad. So I don't want such thing to happen. What I do, I can wrap. Some of you did it already. In some of the assignments or whatever. I wrap this with try. Which one I think it caused to me a problem. Like it could be all of them. I can put all the code here as try. Try. Let's stop it first. Try. I can put only for the convert here, because if it is converted well, of course the result would be well. I can put it like that here up to here. Convert. I put it here. مثلا باعتبار انه اذا كانت هي شو اسمه، بس شنو التعريف صار عندي مشكله هنا. التعريف قد يعرف او ما يعرف. التراي I can يعني اقدر اعرفها فوق اقول انت number 1 انت number 2 it will work no problem. But let us make it simple to you in the moment. Put all that code here and try. What do you want? What do you want? Put in great thing. What do you want? What do you want? Something wrong. What do you want? What the try want? Try want catch. Try cannot work with that without catch. لاحظين هذا الأحمر الصغير؟ هذا معناه need something. What need? Catch. Catch. And the catch just you can open close like that. Yeah. Let us try it again. Run it. And here we got here it asks me for a number. If I put whatever, even the first or the second, if I put A, okay, stopped. Yani finish without doing any problem, without stopping. Say I have error. ليش؟ لأنه will try, it will go to try it. If it succeed, it will give me the result. If it does not succeed, it will go to the catch. Whatever in the catch, nothing in at the moment. Okay, fine, let me put in the catch something. CW, you made a mistake. If there is a mistake, it will go to the catch. If it is no mistake, it will give me the result. Run it. Put here 20, 4, it worked. Give me 5. Run it again. Put anything here. 20. I put empty. I didn't put value. You made a mistake. عظيم شلون nice. reach على uh, it will go and stop calmly. You do بدون مشاكل, would not stop the, يعني imagine you are in a space ship. The spaceship has a problem happen here as a programmer. You don't want the spaceship to go down because of the error. You want to have another action. When this happen, like if you have format, this is format. If you have division by zero, if something divided by zero, you will have error. If you have array and you go outside the array, مثلا the array is 20 elements and you reference the element 20, we don't have 20 because 0 to 19, then you will get error. If you want to write to database and the database not exist, or to text file, the text file not exist, then that is a problem here. So all these can be catch. Okay, now let me play again with it and put here number مثلا 10. Well, I put 0. The 0 can be interpreted, but any number divided by 0 make trouble. So go to, you made mistake, but I don't know what the mistake is. The mistake in the format or the mistake in the division by 0. How can I recognize what's the type of the mistake here? I can put here exception here. أخلي parameter here, exception. And here I can put the exception here, the type of the exception or the type of exception. Yeah. Okay. So if the exception is, let me print the type of the exception. CW, exception, EX. Let me print the exception to see what's the exception. Run it. Okay. Exception cannot be, where is this? Exception, yeah, there's this added by itself. And here is the, if I put the number here is 1 and A. See, the exception type is format exception. Format exception. If I put by 0, let me see. تمام. exception كل واحدة لها اسم, كلها شكل. The second one, if I put by 0, it is 1 and 0. Not format in this case. It's divide by 0. How to recognize between them now? Yeah, both error. Okay, so I'm going to exception. I don't say just exception. I'm going to say format exception. Format exception, you see? Format exception. I give it F, مثلا F EX or whatever. I don't need to print this. And the message should be related to the format here. I can say, sorry, I don't want that. I say you made a format, or check your format. Check the format of the number of the enter number. While I want another one, can I have another catch? Yes, catch. And I'm going to use the overflow. This is for array or something, but I want divide by 0. DX. And here I'm going to say نفس هذا CW you cannot divide by 0. See now I have, if it is for sixes, it will go through this one and ignore all all these catch. If it is format problem, it will go to this one. If it is division problem, it will go to this one. Let me try this. Run it. As you see here, we will have correct one. We'll have 10, 2, give me 5. Run it again. And in here, I'm going to say 10 by 0. Let's see, cannot divide by 0. If I run it here, you see how robust your program now? Professional. And if it is whatever A, see, automatically check the format for the got it? فإذا الرول, you want to know these rules. أولا, try cannot exist without at least one catch. How many catches you can have? You can have as many catches for any try. Then the try could have many catches, and the catch must have one try. Try cannot live without catch. Catch cannot exist without try, of course. And that's all the information you need about this. This is chapter 11, but I don't want you to be confused with many things. I gave you the lubba chapter 11. I want you to know this. Don't go to read chapter 11. Just this. Okay? And as I said, chapters, array, I'm not going to touch the array at the moment because we already covered it. So we focus on chapter 7, which is the methods. I want you to know the methods, how to convert method, how to use void and convert it to returning type, exactly as we have in the second exam. So I want you to know all these, how to call it without parameter, we'll call it without parameter, without returning any void. So just if you want to call it without, if it is void, automatically just go and call it like what, like this, like this. This void, just say display. That's display. But if it is return anything, it must be returned like this. Return string. It must be catch or print it directly. If you want to print it directly, you can print it directly, or you can put it like here. You see. You see here. So we say here, which one? Here, string. Yeah, you see, this is the string. When you call it to string, you see, we put it in the right, or here, like this return get for number return. So it must be catched by something. Either you catch it and then you use it for whatever you want to add them together or something, or you print it directly if you want to print the result. So you got it now. This is mainly about chapter 7. So you know the types of the methods, how to call them, how to convert them. That's what I need from you. In chapter 8, I want you to know the overload. The overload is, it's called advanced methods. I don't want to go to the much advanced, but I wanted to know the overload. The overload when you have more than one. See, this is the overload. Overload, which is different in all these. Our subject of today, the main subject, and I wanted to know in chapter 9, about the methods, about the classes, and you know the class, how to create a class, how to create this. So you will get something similar to what you have in the assignment. If you did the assignment yourself and understand it exactly, then you can answer any question about it. Okay, we'll focus on what's the override. Override of the toString. Override of the toString. Override means يعني you can call it implicitly or explicitly. And with all that said, with the try and catch, so you are ready now for the exam. Just prepare yourself well, and I'm sure you can do good. Yeah. With the final cover array, no. I try to avoid it. If it comes here or there, I don't. يعني I don't know, but generally I didn't focus on the arrays because I wanted to focus on the classes and the methods only. يعني we'll try and catch what we covered يعني from chapter 7 onward. Yeah, do you have any question? So this is recorded now. You can have it and you can use it. Then I'm going to stop it to be more comfortable. You can talk to me or something if you ask anything. Okay, then stop it now.